All right, welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Degenerates and the Nosebleeds. I am your host, Lawrence Wolendowski. I am joined with Marshall. Marshall, go ahead, say something, say hi to the viewers.
Something, say hi.
Beautiful. Today is Tuesday, November 30th. Took a little break for the Thanksgiving holiday. Marshall, how was your Thanksgiving?
Pretty good. Lots of food. Another Detroit Lions loss. It's all good. I mean,
it's classic. It's classic. You know, Thanksgiving traditions like to, you know,
tradition.
It's glad
to tradition.
I'm happy to see that they continue, at least, you know.
I really wanted them to win. I don't know why.
Oh man, I had Bears. I had Bears minus 2.5, so that didn't cover. So that was nice, and I called it the fourth quarter. I go, Bears are gonna kick a field goal, and they're only gonna win by 2.
Yep.
Yeah, but whatever.
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton, that red rifle, man.
Legend.
Yeah. I think, hey, does Andy Dalton have more wins than Justin Fields this year?
He might.
QB1, baby. QB1. Screw the Fields project. Go ahead, throw Andy Dalton out there the rest of the season. You guys might make the playoffs if you do. I couldn't even keep a straight face. We're going into the MLB free agency. One more thing about the Bears. Gotta throw this in. At least you guys get your first round pick next year. Oh wait, that's not true. Because you guys traded it for Justin Fields. Anyways, into MLB free agency. A lot of stuff happening because the CBA is about to expire. I'm not sure. Sometime this week. The CBA expires, so a lot of teams are starting to throw out however much cash it will take to sign these players, and before the lockout happens. And Marshall, the first one, Tigers landing Javier Baez, 6 years, 140. What do we feel about that?
As most baseball contracts, my initial feeling is, wow, that's a lot of years.
Yeah.
And the guy's starting to slump a little lately, so it's just a little worrisome with me with a deal that long. Is he going to be as productive in year 5 and 6?
It's already slipping off, like you said, like the 307 career on-base percentage. He's got a 30% strikeout rate. It's starting, you know, he's going to strike out for you. He's going to do electric stuff. Trust me, I know. He's going to do some electrifying things for you on the field. But, man, for some reason, for me, I feel like the negatives outweigh more than the positives of Javi Baez as a player.
Yeah, that's why I think a team like Detroit took him. They're just getting the name, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're paying for the jersey. That's what it screams to me.
Absolutely.
I don't know. We'll see how it shakes for the Tigers, but as per usual in recent years, Tigers are just going to struggle at the bottom of the AL Central, the worst division in the league.
Yeah, I'm not one of, I would say, the worst division in the league.
Yeah, I was being generous.
On to the NL Central. The Cubs made some moves today after I tweeted out saying how they need to make some moves. I did not see that. I was thinking more of the Carlos Correa kind of type moves, not a Yan Gomes and Clint Frazier. But we'll take whatever we can take, you know.
World Series winner Yan Gomes behind the plate. In depth.
Like, yeah, if this was 2015, I'd be really excited, you know.
Potential.
The worst part is with the moves that came with this. The Yan Gomes signing is the worst part. And what came from this is now a lot of rumors, as Bob Nightingale tweeted out, saying how Wilson Contreras could be a valuable trade chip now, and Wilson Contreras himself liking that tweet makes it seem like, Wilson might be on the move or he wants out.
Texas.
You know, the Yankee fans are already saying, hey, offer the Cubs Deivi Garcia and some cash for Wilson Contreras, and it's a done deal. I mean,
you're not wrong.
Hey, we already got the other trade chip that the Yankees fans have fallen in love with the past 2 years in Clint Frazier. Why not send Deivi Garcia over to the Cubs for Wilson Contreras?
Send Clint back.
The Pirates made a move today. They brought in catcher Roberto Perez. Not sure on a 1-year contract. I'm not sure how much for. Small signing. It's the Pirates. Who cares? Let's get to the big juices, the big kahunas, like the Rangers giving 10 years, $325 million deal to shortstop Corey Seager of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Marshall, what do we think about this move?
Overpaid, I think.
Overpaid?
I think a little overpaid, especially for the length and time.
Yeah.
But the Rangers are making a statement.
They are.
They want to compete for the wild card spot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I just completely said it. Yeah, you know, and all the moves the Rangers did, I still think they're maybe 1 or 2 years off. I just don't see them, because I like to think whenever a team makes a big splash in free agency, it still takes a year or 2 or 3 for those teams to finally, you know, click and get into their new kind of situation, their new scenery, and get well again.
Well, and let's be frank too, it's a tough division. It's not
absolutely.
an easy division to win in. I think the gap between the teams is pretty close in that division, because you're going to still have the Astros on top, you know, around there. The Angels are getting hopefully better and do something with the 2 superstars.
Oh yeah.
And the Mariners have picked up talent, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Robbie Ray.
And all of that being said, somehow the Athletics every year win more games than we think. So I just don't. It's very tough to compete and excel in that division.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like they could be like the Padres were this year. Just a little disappointing in not making it.
Yeah, I could see that. And another little key point to kind of add into there, Corey Seager loves that ballpark in Texas. Won World Series MVP there.
This is true.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe, you know, playing 81 games in that stadium, it might click for him. And he might go
they're banking on it. With the 10-year $325, they're banking on it.
The Rangers also made moves. They also signed, of course, Marcus Semien, John Gray as well. Semien 7 years, $175, and then Gray. I don't know the top of my head, but I think it was like 5 for 50, somewhere around that range.
Yeah, somewhere in the 50s.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember how many years it was. I don't think it was 5, but.
Regardless, the point stands. I never thought the Rangers were going to be one of the big spenders.
Yeah.
Never. That blew my mind. And the crazy thing is, I like Semien a lot. I think last year he played really great. Man, it's a lot of money to give a guy for 1 year of superstar success.
Exactly, and that's
especially. That's the only gamble I have. That's the only thing where I'm slightly hesitant. He might keep it up, and I might be wrong, but I just don't like to pay that much money to someone who's only been a superstar for a year.
For a year, right? Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, hey, speaking of the Seattle Mariners signing Robbie Ray, 5 years, $115 million. I mean, that's basically the same thing.
I did not expect the Mariners to make this type of move.
Yeah.
Because the Mariners usually are kind of, I don't know.
Well, they're one
cheap.
of the. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying they feel cheap. I didn't expect them to actually go out of their way to spend $115 million on a pitcher.
Yeah, I mean they're Dipito. I don't know how to say the general manager's name for the Mariners. Dipito, something like that. He's going off. He's making moves. I've heard that they're rumored to be one of the final 2 teams. It's between them and the Phillies of who lands Chris Bryant. So that's gonna be interesting. I would, I think Chris Bryant's going to sign with the Phillies just because of the whole Bryce Harper effect. But, I don't know, it'd be cool kind of see him in Seattle. It would be kind of dope.
Go join the Phillies to miss the playoffs, or go join Mariners to miss the playoffs.
Yeah, but by the way, back to the Rangers.
Competitive, but miss.
Yeah, I don't understand why. So yesterday on Twitter, a lot of people are like bad talking the Rangers, thinking they're a bad team for spending all this money on new players. It's like, what do you want them to do? You're mad when they don't spend money. You're mad when they do. It's just like there's no pleasing anybody. It's like
wrong.
They're trying to be better. They're trying to be competitive, and they're still getting flamed for it. It's just like this is what fans of a team should want, right? Like you should want your owners and your GMs to spend money.
You should want your owners and GMs to want to win, and this is a clear sign to everyone in the organization: we're here to win. We're tired of losing repetitively.
Yeah,
so I like the message it sends more than the signings themselves.
Right. I mean, you know about wanting your owner to spend money. I mean, you're a Guardians fan, so I mean.
Can we talk about that real quick? Just have a second. Have a second.
Go ahead.
Okay, Max Scherzer. As of today, Max Scherzer next year's going to make $43.3 million to play baseball for the Mets.
Add on the $15 million the Nationals still owe him to.
Exactly. But we're just going to keep that contract alone. The Guardians' starting roster next year is going to be owed, over the whole season, $43.2. We are the team as a whole, the whole MLB franchise is paying its players less than the Mets are playing one individual player for next season as of today. I just wanted to let that stat be known. That is astonishing. If there is a player out there making more than a whole entire roster.
That's sad. That is upsetting. I don't know what to say to that, man.
We spent all the money in the rebrand.
Hey, I can't say it, dude. You know, that's the only kind of hope I'm having is because the Cubs general manager is now the old Guardians assistant GM, and I'm hoping he finally gets to talk to the owner of the Cubs and be like, "Hey, man, I never got to really spend money in Cleveland. Can you let me just open up this pocketbook real quick and start this checkbook real quick and start handing out cash to players?"
Well, I think the opposite effect. You just signed Gomes and Frazier. That does not send a big
I've
money
been
spending
already.
I think he was brought in to not spend money.
Yeah, probably, honestly.
Maintain, be competitive on a cheap budget.
Yeah. That kind of makes me sad, though, man. As a fan. Kevin Gausman inks a 5-year deal with the Blue Jays. 5-year, $110 million. He's going to be joining Jose Barrios into that starting 5 rotation. What do you think about the Blue Jays, Marsh? What do you think about that move?
I think it's a reasonable move considering where all the other pitchers' price points have been at. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I mean, hey.
It matches up with all the other guys, and he'll be a good competitive pitcher. I just hope it's enough to get the Blue Jays over the hump in that division.
What deal to you is better? Is it I think this is gonna be down. I mean, this is an easy one actually. Now that I think about it, 5 years, 110 for Kevin Gausman, or 5 years, 115 for Robbie Ray.
I think Gausman maybe.
Yeah, I'm on that.
Robbie Ray. I have a gut feeling. I don't know why. Year 2 or 3 of that contract, he's gonna fall off. I don't know why. I don't see him maintaining as well as I do Gausman.
Yeah.
I don't know, something about it. Pitchers are so hard to tell in advance. I feel like it's just one down season and everything goes crumbling unless you're like Max Scherzer.
The AL East is so stacked in that division.
It is.
And the pitching is just gonna get rocked. I have a feeling.
Yes.
The issue, I don't want to say it, and I might be wrong when I say this, now that I think about it.
We're barbershop talk anyway. We're degenerates. Let it fly.
Well, I'm wrong on on my history of how these moves went with R.A. Dickey. Dickey won the Cy Young, and he won the team. I can't remember what team he won the Cy Young with. And then he went to Toronto. Right? He went with the Mets, right? Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
And then he went to Toronto, and it's sucked. Oh no, you're in the AL East.
For some reason, this Kevin Gausman deal reminds me so much of that R.A. Dickey deal.
I was gonna say the Robbie Ray one reminded me of
the R.A. Dickey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the two of them will be R.A. Dickey. It's just two.
Absolutely. Which one who it's going to be? Because they're both. Even Robbie Ray. They're both going to stack divisions.
Yes. One of the two is going to be the next R.A. Dickey.
Yeah.
Take your bets now.
Right. Yeah. Marshall, what do you got? You got Robbie Ray and I got Gausman.
Okay. Yeah. We'll make a bet out of it.
Okay, we'll write that down. Write that down. Okay.
Yeah, write that down.
We don't know the wage or anything. It'll be a friendly bet. I got Gausman underperforming next season, and you got You got Robbie
Ray
underperforming.
underperforming.
If I had to put money on it, I would go Robbie Ray. But since I said Gossman first, I'll go with Gossman.
You gotta stick with it. You know it'd be awesome? Both Cy Youngs next year.
That'd be hilarious.
Well, it can't be.
Even though it's impossible. But anyways, yeah.
Impossible, but still. You get my
one,
point.
1 and 2. 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah. But the other big kind of name, Kluber went to the Rays. Yeah, whatever. Byron Buxton. Whatever. He signed a 7-year, $100 million extension with the Twins for an injury-prone player. What do you think about that, Marshall?
I think it's worth it. $700 million. I feel like he could have almost gotten more if he played another year. Did a 1-year deal, bet on himself, and was healthy for a year. He could have made more.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like it's a reasonable deal. You just hope he's healthy. It's as simple as that. Because it's 7 years, $100 million, and I don't know why. Because I feel like teams would have offered him 5 years, $100 million.
Right.
But yeah, good for him. I mean, and he's still making money, no doubt.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So, baseball-wise, I mean, let's do some predictions on the next big free agents to go. Where do you think Carlos Correa ends up, Marshall?
I got no freaking idea. It's just
came out today and said he's open for a rebuild.
Hey, can I talk about something real quick though? Highlight back to something else. I'm surprised the Rays gave Wander Franco the money they did give him.
Really?
I don't think he proved enough to get a $185 million deal.
Yeah, hold on, I'm looking for it.
Did he impress enough to do that? Because I think the name carried more than how he played with that.
12 year,
I wanted to touch on that really quickly. That seems a little. That seems very early on to give someone that much money. I don't know.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, but it's just the pace of where baseball's going now.
Yeah.
Big factors into that trade, into that deal too, though, is it's 185 guaranteed, 223 up to 223, and there's no trade clause in there.
Yeah. So let's put it this way: the Rays want to pay him 223 because that means he's performing.
Exactly. And it's just this thing that's happening in baseball. The White Sox, they offered a big contract to Luis Robert, and he didn't even play he hadn't even played an MLB game yet.
Yeah, but Robert has proved more at the MLB level than I think Franco has.
I agree. You think Robert's better than is it Robert?
Robert. I don't know. I should know. I saw him in a minor league game. I should know the name.
Right.
No.
But yeah, Wander Franco is he? Yeah, I don't know. 20 years old. That's just.
Good for
him. He didn't. His batting average wasn't even over 300. I know. I'm bringing up batting average in 2021, but whatever.
It's the OPS,
Shoot
man.
me.
OPS plus.
Yeah.
What can All right, you want to talk about someone who I think might underperform next year?
Who do you think?
Joey Gallo.
Yeah, if you're a left-handed batter and you're struggling at Yankee Stadium, you might be out of juice, friend.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is, but you might be done, dude. You just might.
It might be the
done.
baseballs.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Hey, yeah. Whoa, it could have been the different baseballs, Marshall.
And it's very clear when they switched baseballs. I just want to let this be known.
When was that? Yeah, when did the ball start dying? Or was it the
Are
ball
you kidding
dying?
me? It was after the
no
no-hitter stretch.
What's that?
It was the no-hitter stretch. It's when it was not flying to flying.
Yes.
Remember, it was the lowest. It was the lowest ERA in forever, batting average in forever. All that stuff.
Yeah, everyone was literally making the meme of bring the baseballs back. Bring back the
balls
to use.
They did.
I think
they switched baseballs.
The issue is they didn't tell anybody. It's the fucked up thing for me.
They didn't tell anybody, but I guarantee you players knew.
Oh yeah.
Because they play with it every day. They can clearly, tell.
Yeah, they're probably like, okay, hold on here.
They made it the whole big old, everyone's using stuff, but at the same time, they're like, oh, yeah, guys, these baseballs, not the move. We need the home runs again. Go switch it up.
Exactly. I agree with you. That's what's sad about it, though, man.
I don't know. I kind of like the first couple months of lower scoring baseball.
Right.
I think I'm like the only person who was like that.
No, I was with you, dude. I don't know why.
I think that was also in part due to the fact that my team can't hit a baseball very well and relied heavily on pitching.
Yeah.
So that might be a factor, but a little bias.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, the baseball could have cost the Cubs the big old breakup.
Oh,
different baseball, no breakup.
Marshall, they were sucking with the weak ball and the tough and the good ball, so I don't even want to talk about it. It didn't matter. It was not the baseball with that team. I'll tell you that much. When you lose 11 straight and two different times and two different parts of the season, then yes, it is not the baseball. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
At least you're not the Diamondbacks.
I'm waiting. I kind of hope a news breaks during the show. That way we can get live reaction to it.
I hope someone signs with the Diamondbacks for a stupid deal.
That'd be hilarious. Give it to me.
Carlos Correa okay with the rebuild. Goes full rebuild.
Yeah. Quick little hockey snippet. Jack Hughes, the New Jersey Devils young stud, just signed an 8-year contract extension for an $8 million annual average value. So that's not bad.
Not bad. It's good for him.
Way to go, Jack Hughes. Way to go, Jack Hughes.
Way to go, Jack Hughes. Good. Way to go, Jack Hughes.
Round of applause for Jack Hughes.
Talking about hockey real quick. I don't think the whole ESPN or TNT new deal has really done much to improve the sport of hockey's popularity.
I say it's 1 year. Let's give it some time.
Playoffs is going to be the key determinant.
Yes, absolutely.
Because playoff hockey is so much more electric.
Yes, if
will determine if the sport blows up or not more with ESPN.
If the worldwide leader botches hockey playoffs, then there's something wrong.
You're going to get a lot of ticked off fans.
Yeah, NBC was running it with it alone, and they had hockey playoffs booming. So you can't mess it up.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. We're talking about
and speaking of that certain cable network, they will mess it up.
Leaked emails come out.
Yeah. You see what Tom Brady said about the Colts, huh?
I heard he made a pot shot. I didn't hear what he said. What's the quote?
He said that the horseshoe on our helmets must not be lucky enough.
I guess not, but I guess kissing his son is.
That's right, yeah. I don't want to talk about. Hey, you know what? Also, there was just a saying in that Let's Go podcast that he does with Larry Fitzgerald, and I can't think of the other announcer that they do it with. There was the thing he said that kind of made me mad. When he said Peyton Manning left the Colts, he never really had a tough game against them since. That's a bullshit fucking lie. You were down 10 at half, so don't fucking say that was a tough game for you to win. I mean, no, an easy game for you to win, because it was a tough game for you, because you only threw 220 yards, you got picked, and you threw only one touchdown. You had to rely on your defense and play off Lenny to win you that game.
Lawrence, it's a PR move.
I hate it. I don't like it.
Speaking of Tom Brady, I'm literally looking at the ESPN screen, and there's an ad of Tom Brady. It's just staring you in the eyes. He looks like a fake robot.
Is it because the man of the arena is coming in? New episode tonight? I think that's why.
I don't know. I just see him and he just looks like a robot. I don't know why.
Yeah, and also I needed to be cleared up because last week in the Packers-Vikings game, this is something that I just need cleared up with the NFL officiating and refs. Last week or a couple weeks ago, it was a Packers game. I remember that. I can't remember if it was last week in the Packers-Vikings game or a previous Packers game. They had a roughing the passer call. But there was also an offensive PI on the same play. And they said those penalties offset. But last week, when the Bucks played the Colts, there was a roughing the passer called on the goal line on Tom Brady, but there was also an illegal shift before the play. But they still tacked on the personal foul. So what is it, NFL? What is it?
I'm not a rules expert.
Make it consistent. That's all I care about. Like, if If it's going to be offsetting in one game, you can't just have it be an actual 15 yards or, since it was goal line, half a distance to the goal. You can't, just make it consistent. That's all I'm asking.
Speaking of what's the rule? Things, as you mentioned, you see Kirk Cousins line up behind the wrong person.
I saw that in real time. I thought
when I was dying laughing, dude.
When I saw it in real time, I thought it was a trick play. Like, I thought Kirk Cousins was trying to have the defense make it look like he was lining up underneath the center, and it was going to be a direct snap to the halfback, and he's just going to run it in. But after watching replays of it and watching everyone around Kirk looking confused, it was not that situation. Kirk Cousins just messed up and had a brain fart and lined up underneath his guard instead of the center.
I love it.
Oh, I love it too.
They should literally next week come with a trick play where he lines out in the wrong spot.
They should. Please do it. I mean, it's there for you. It's there for the taking.
It's there for the taking. I feel like you could get someone. Do it, Minnesota. Please don't disappoint us usual.
Yeah, don't ruin our fun time, please.
Please.
All right. God.
College football.
Yes, that's where I wanted to go to next. College football. Marshall top. Michigan beat Ohio State. Purdue beat IU.
Alabama barely survived.
Alabama barely survived. Marshall, what do you think? The playoff predictions come out tonight. The rankings come out tonight. What do you think? Who's your top four, Marshall?
Georgia's clearly one.
Yeah.
No one's debating that.
Yeah.
I think the other one is Cincinnati at 4.
Uh-huh.
And then 2 is Michigan, 3 is Alabama. I think that's how I shake it out. But the thing is, if Alabama gets blown out this weekend by Georgia, they're not in the playoffs. I can see someone else thinking it.
The committee. I feel like the committee has really backed itself into a wall here. Because if you do Georgia, Alabama in the SEC title game, let's just say Georgia's number 1 and Alabama's number 2.
Okay.
Let's say Georgia beats Alabama by 3. Do you drop Alabama to 4 and keep them in the playoff, or because that's the problem? If you drop them to 4 and they the loss and they keep them in the playoff, then that just means you got Georgia and Alabama again. And
that is true, but they'll purposely screw the rankings around where they'll give Alabama 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We've seen it in the past where they purposely don't schedule the SEC teams against each other again right away. It's hey, that team should have been 4, but we put them at 3, so this could work out.
Because when I was in the middle of that tangent, that's what I was thinking of, is they'll probably do that, is just drop Alabama 1 spot to 3.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
They'll just be bogus.
What do you think the score difference has to be? How much does Georgia have to win by to knock Alabama out of the playoff?
2 touchdowns.
Really?
That's it. I think, but it's all about how convincing you do it too, though.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. If it's let's say they only win by 7.
If it's a high-scoring game and you beat them by 14, I don't think it's as convincing. But if you shut Alabama and only hold them to 7 points and win by 10.
Yeah.
And win by 10, I think that knocks Alabama out.
Oh, absolutely. That's a great point. I think it decides on how good Alabama actually plays in the loss or the win.
Who sneaks in though for you if they go out?
If Alabama goes out, who goes in?
Mm-hmm.
Man. So let's just say the top 3 teams. Let's just say Michigan wins the Big Ten.
I would assume so. Yeah.
So the top 3 would be Georgia, Cincinnati, and
Michigan. Yes.
Man, it's tough then. Because if Alabama gets knocked out, it's tough. Because I don't know who to give it to then. I don't know if I give it to Notre Dame or if I give it to Oklahoma State.
I was going to say I lean Oklahoma State.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's another thing is you got to look good. In the Big 12, I think the Big 12 does championship games.
Right.
They need to look good again. It's like you can't flounder.
Exactly. And who I
Funny
know
if Notre Dame sneaks in. And Kelly's out to LSU.
Yeah, he's going to LSU, isn't he?
Yeah, Kelly off to LSU. Notre Dame job's now open.
Yeah.
Just like Lincoln Riley's off to USC.
Yeah, actually, I go back. I'm going full on Oklahoma State.
I think so.
Because I'm pretty sure Notre Dame literally has not beaten one ranked team this whole season. Well, Wisconsin. Wisconsin was ranked when they beat them.
Okay, interesting statement, though. Wisconsin beats Michigan. Well, is that enough then to...
Is it Wisconsin? I thought it was Iowa.
Oh, it is Iowa.
Yeah.
Dang it. I forgot. No. What's it called? If Wisconsin would have won its game, it would have been in, but they choked. I forgot.
Yeah.
They choked this last Saturday. I didn't... Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
That was against Minnesota.
Yeah. Minnesota it was. Yeah. Something like that.
So, then, I think... So, if Iowa wins, and that knocks out Michigan...
I want Iowa to beat Michigan and then like Alabama to go down too.
Yeah.
Be pure pandemonium in the college football playoff.
That's what I want.
What do we do? At the same time, it would be nice to have the Big Ten represented in the playoffs, so you kind of root for Michigan to succeed. Kind of, but
Yeah, because if that happens, if Iowa wins, Alabama gets blown out, and if those two things happen, then definitely Michigan. I think Oklahoma State and Notre Dame both get it.
That'd be chaos, dude. That's wild.
But even if Alabama got their breaks beat off them, I have a bad feeling that they'll just have them stay in if Michigan loses.
If Michigan loses, Alabama's got a good chance of hanging around.
I know. That's what scares me.
It just is what it is. They're going to give the nod to success in the past. Oh, imagine if we had an 8-team playoff. That'd be chaos. Mm-hmm. Someday, maybe, we'll have more teams in the playoff. Just don't go overboard with it, committee. That's all I ask. I don't want the NCAA tournament of basketball for football.
Yeah. What do you think, Marshall? Do you think they should expand that playoff, or do you think they should stick it to the 4 teams?
If you expand it, I want the expansion to be the top 4 seeds get a bye, and then everyone else is like plays in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's the most I'd go. However many teams that would be. I don't want to do the math.
Let's do one more talking point, then we'll go to our picks for the games tonight. College football coaching. So, we already said that Brian Kelly's on his way to LSU. What do you think of Lincoln Riley from Oklahoma? What do you think about him going to USC?
I think it's a 2-part deal. Number 1, I don't think he's confident that Oklahoma is going to be able to compete for titles the same way it has when it joins the SEC.
Nope, they'll be middle of the pack.
I think he knows they're going to struggle a little more, and he knows if he goes to USC, he can build a program where he's consistently competing for conference titles, and it'll make him look good.
Well,
anyone in the SEC we've seen, even championship winners in Orgeron, you suck for 1 or 2 years, you're out.
You're right.
So I feel like he knows that's in the decent future, and he saw the big old paycheck coming from USC, and he's like, I can recruit just as well there. I'm out.
Did you see what he got in the USC?
What was the deal officially?
I'll pull out these contract deals for you.
I know the Kelly one. I didn't know the one.
This is Lincoln Riley's USC contract details. Not confirmed. These are alleged. $110 million. USC is buying both his homes in Norman for $500,000 over asking price, which is $1 million bonus. Buying a $6 million home in LA for him.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And he gets unlimited use of the private jet 24/7 for family.
Ooh.
Yep.
Private jet will be used a lot for recruiting, though. It will.
Yeah. And for anyone wondering about the two homes, I guess they just got done building a new one and they were just about to move in. So
good for Lincoln.
Good for Lincoln. Way to get the bag, buddy.
Way
Oh my god,
dude.
Too bad we can't pay our players.
Hey, got the NIL deal. Hey. We got to keep these student athletes down for a little longer.
Oh, God, that just it irritates me how much money they make and they don't make as much, you know.
I know, but I'm just glad they got the NIL deals now.
That's nice. That needed to happen a long time ago.
I think we're good, and we have this test out for a while and see if it's successful or if it backfires pretty badly.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I gotta say is USC has always been known to willing to spend money. Hopefully they've done it right this time.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you.
That being said, go Oregon. I would love to see him become the Jim Harbaugh of the Pac-12. I know he's the exception, but consistently dropping title game after title game to Ohio State, but to like Oregon instead. It'd be beautiful. Beautiful.
Uh-oh. I've been on FanDuel for the picks that I load up here soon. Memphis Grizzlies and Toronto Raptors game just locked, so that must be news that we don't know about yet.
Maybe they're
COVID related. It could be a star player just got released.
Maybe Goran Dragic returning. Dragic could return. Dragic could potentially be returning.
So that's probably it. Maybe.
Maybe. I'm not sure, but.
Speaking of picks, the last time we did them, Marshall, you went 5-8. You went 3-0 in the NBA, 2-8 in the NHL.
Don't listen to me in hockey.
I went 7-6. I went 3-0 in the NBA as well, and I went 4-6 in the NHL. Not bad. Not bad. Speaking of, also, did Taylor Gooch ever win that tournament?
He did. Gooch won.
He won.
Yeah, he won.
No,
Gooch won.
He really did he?
I don't know if it was that week we were talking, but he won like the following week.
Oh,
he won the following week.
I really hope it was the following one, because then that would be two missed bets that I did not play that I've said on this show that have both hit.
It was the following week. I'm pretty sure it was the following week Gooch won.
Because it wasn't. It was the week of November 10th was when I said that.
No. It was like the following week Gooch won a tournament.
Okay. All right. That kind of gets, that clears my conscience. But hey, round of applause for Taylor Gooch on winning a tournament. Way to go.
Big podcast. Big golf
Big
guys.
Big golf show.
Dude, I would love to just sit and chat with just a golfer for a bit and just not talk golf.
I'm gonna see if Taylor Gooch has a big following. We're gonna try to get him on the show.
Dude, let's get a Corn Ferry tour guy on the show.
I would love it. We need it to happen.
Yeah, come on. Pull together our 10 subscribers. They'll come instantly, come running. 10 might be generous. I have no idea what we're at.
I think we're at like 9.
You'll be lucky number 10. Whoever's listening, you will be today.
Yeah. Let's get to the picks. NBA action. We got the Battle of New York. The New York Knicks against the Brooklyn Nets. Who do we got going, Marshall? What do you got?
Brooklyn. Because Knicks are kind of scrambling right now, not even knowing bench and Kemba. I feel like they succeed.
Yeah, I'm going to go Brooklyn as well on you with that. Memphis Grizzlies versus the Toronto Raptors. It's now live again. Your Dragic news might be right, because now it's Raptors -3, and I'm not sure what the opening line was. So
I still think Memphis wins.
I was actually going to go with Memphis as well, so.
Awesome.
Golden State versus the Phoenix Suns.
Where's it at?
It's in Phoenix.
Oh, that makes it tougher.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about this one either.
Phoenix wins. Barely.
I'm going to go with Golden State.
I don't blame you. I can't make up my mind, so I just went with the first thing that came to my mind. Exactly. I'm going home. I'm home in home court. That's all I've got. That one's going to be a good one.
Lakers at Sacramento Kings.
I'll be rooting for Sacramento.
I knew it.
But I think Los Angeles wins, disappointingly enough.
Yeah, I got Lakers as well.
Yeah.
Detroit Pistons at Portland Trailblazers.
I'm actually iffy on this one.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I'm going Portland.
I'll just be unique and go Detroit.
Let's go.
I don't know.
I like it.
Detroit basketball.
All right. Oh shit. Do we really only have? No. Okay, that's a lie. Why is it like that then? Okay. NHL games. We got a big slate on the ice today, friend.
Don't listen to me.
NHL. We got the San Jose Sharks at New Jersey. Jack Hughes, I am almost certain, is playing tonight. So I'm riding New Jersey. I'm going the Devils.
Sharks.
You going Sharks?
Yep.
All right. Washington Capitals at Florida Panthers. Who we got?
Crap. This is too difficult. I'm just so worried because last time I did so bad with hockey.
What
do you got?
I'm gonna go with Washington just because.
Gosh
new
dang
head
it, my
coach
gut
from
was
Florida
telling me
still.
Florida, Lawrence.
What?
I said, gosh dang it, my gut is telling me Florida.
Florida's favored it. It's at Florida. Florida's a good team.
Okay, we're going Florida.
I'm going Florida against them because of the head coach thing. But yeah.
Yeah.
Detroit Red Wings at Boston Bruins. I'm
Bruins.
going with Bruins. Yeah. Tampa Bay
I always
Lightning
bet
at the
against Detroit.
St. Louis Blues, and I would like to say that the Lightning are actually underdogs in this matchup.
I think they lose.
So you go Blues?
Yeah, St. Louis is a tough
I
place
hate
to play.
both teams. I hate St. Louis more. I'm taking Tampa.
I respect it. It hurts me to say St. Louis, but I do think St. Louis is going to win.
Okay. Arizona Coyotes or at Minnesota Wild?
Wild.
Yeah, I was going to say, we probably could just skip that one.
If that one is wrong, that's the one I'm most confident on. If I'm wrong on that one, that hurts.
Columbus Blue Jackets at Nashville. Nashville is the favorite.
I think it's going to be a close game. I'll word it that way.
Yeah, I believe so too. I think whoever wins by 1 goal.
Nashville by 1.
Huh?
Nashville by 1.
Nashville? I'm going against going Columbus.
I don't blame you.
At that Purdue IU game this Saturday, a guy was wearing a Dubois Columbus Blue Jackets jersey, and it might just be a saying, like it's a sign from the gods.
Omen.
So,
Omen.
I hate when people do that, by the way. Why do people wear jerseys to different sporting events when their team's not?
You wore a Guardians Reds game. Don't give me this crap. Don't give me this crap.
That was for special reasoning. I wore a Cubs 2016 World Series jersey with Ben Zobrist, the MVP, on the back because I had to see and I had to rep where the Cubs won the World Series, Marshall. I had to see. That was the first time that I've been there since that happened.
Well, maybe this Columbus guy has a great story.
I don't want to hear about it. He probably doesn't.
Maybe
What happened, huh? He saw the Columbus Blue Jackets beat the Chicago Blackhawks on Purdue's field.
Who knows?
All right. Carolina Hurricanes at the Dallas Stars. Who we got, Marshall? This one's a toss-up. This one is a toss-up. This one's tough.
I'll go with my gut and preseason pick to champs. I think that was my preseason pick to champs in this Carolina.
Yeah, you did. I'm going to go Carolina as well. I'm with you. Anaheim Ducks, the final game of the night. Anaheim Ducks at the Los Angeles Kings.
Ducks at the Kings.
I'm taking Ducks.
Yeah, I was leaning towards the Ducks. I'll bandwagon along with you on that one.
Let's go. I bet every time I've hit them on a bet, they've hit. So,
Lawrence, I say we do something really fancy too here real quick.
Let's do it.
I see there's an MLS playoff game tonight, baby.
Oh, let's pick it. Who we got? We got
New England Revolution.
New England Revolution for the New York City Red Bulls, right?
Or New York City FC, I think it is.
Oh, that's what it is? Okay.
I'm going New England, baby.
Go New England. They're their own team, right?
Yeah.
You get them
They're
at plus
pretty good.
240 at FanDuel right now to win that game.
Yeah. Pretty.
So you go New England. I'm gonna go, since I don't know much. I'm going with the true, the only love that I love to see when I watch soccer games, and it's not New England, and it's not New York City. I'm going with the tie, baby. Give me the tie.
Playoffs. I don't know if they can do ties.
It's listed. It's on the FanDuel website. They have a tie option.
Go for the tie.
Tie.
Jesus.
Do we got any?
I'm glad I brought
do we got
that
any
now.
golf this weekend? We'll
What?
wait. We'll do the next show on golf because we'll do Friday's show. Closing kind of statements. Marshall, we got any?
Yeah. Shout out women's basketball tonight. NCAA women's basketball. Couple good games. Think Baylor's women's basketball team pretty good. They're playing. Shout out them. What are you laughing? It's a good team. It's good basketball.
Team. Yeah, hey, good team. Good team. It's a great team. Go Baylor.
Go Baylor.
Are you been following women's basketball?
Yeah.
All right.
Go Baylor.
All right.
Go Baylor.
I hope you guys enjoy the show. Catch us Friday. I don't know what day Friday is, but whatever. Catch us Friday for the next episode. Hope everyone has a great day.